There are places on Earth that feel almost impossible, places where stone rises like a frozen wave, where rivers cut mile-deep scars into the planet, where the sky catches fire, and where life builds entire underwater cities so vast they can be seen from space. These are not scenes from another world. They are here, on our own planet. And the most powerful thing about the natural wonders of the world is not just their size, their beauty, or their age. It is the feeling they leave behind, the quiet reminder that Earth has been creating masterpieces long before humans ever learned to name them. To understand these wonders, we have to travel across continents, oceans, deserts, mountains, and skies. Some were shaped over millions of years. One appeared in a farmer's field in a single day. Others are still changing right now, pulled by wind, water, fire, ice, sunlight, and time. Let's begin with one of the most famous landscapes on Earth, the Grand Canyon. In northern Arizona, the land opens like a book written in stone. The Grand Canyon stretches for more than 275 miles, carved by the Colorado River through layer after layer of ancient rock. In some places, it drops more than a mile below the rim. But what makes the Grand Canyon so powerful is not only its size. It is the feeling that you are looking backward through time. Its walls reveal rocks from different chapters of Earth's history, stacked in colors of red, gold, gray, and violet. Every cliff face is a page. Every shadow changes the story. Scientists still study exactly how and when the canyon formed, but one thing is clear. This was not the work of a single storm, or even a single age. It was the slow persistence of water, gravity, uplift, and erosion. A river, moving grain by grain, helped shape one of the most recognizable natural wonders in the world. And from the dry cliffs of Arizona, we move to a world almost completely opposite, a living wonder beneath the sea. Off the northeast coast of Australia lies the Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system on Earth. It is not one single reef, but a vast network of coral formations, islands, lagoons, and marine habitats stretching across a huge area of the Coral Sea. At first glance, coral may look like colorful rock, but coral reefs are built by living animals, tiny coral polyps, working together over generations. The result is one of the richest ecosystems on the planet. The Great Barrier Reef supports hundreds of coral types, thousands of fish species, mollusks, turtles, sharks, rays, and countless smaller creatures hidden in the reef's maze. It is beautiful, but it is also fragile. Coral reefs depend on a delicate balance of temperature, sunlight, water quality, and living partnerships. When ocean temperatures rise too much, corals can lose the algae that help feed them, causing coral bleaching. The reef is still alive in many places, still magnificent, still filled with movement and color. But it is also a reminder that even the greatest wonders can be vulnerable. And that is one reason natural wonders matter. They are not just places to admire. They are places we are responsible for understanding. Now look upward. Far above the reefs, above the clouds, above the world's tallest forests, to the Himalayas. Mount Everest rises on the border of Nepal and Tibet, reaching 29,032 feet, or 8,849 meters above sea level. It is the highest mountain on Earth, a peak so extreme that even standing near its summit pushes the human body toward its limits. Everest was formed by a collision that is still happening today, the Indian plate pressing into the Eurasian plate. That collision lifted the Himalayas, folding ancient rocks upward into the sky. For local communities, Everest is more than a record-breaking mountain. It is sacred, cultural, and deeply woven into identity. To the world, it has become a symbol of ambition. Climbers train for years to face its thin air, freezing temperatures, avalanches, and storms. But even for those who never climb it, Everest holds a strange power. It reminds us that nature does not need to be reachable to be meaningful. Some wonders are not meant to be conquered. Some are meant to humble us. From Earth's highest mountain, we travel to one of its greatest curtains of falling water. On the Zambezi River, between Zambia and Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls is known locally as Mosi Oatunya, often translated as the smoke that thunders. That name may be the best description anyone has ever given it. Before you even see the falls, you can hear them. Water crashes into the gorge with such force that mist rises high into the air, visible from far away. During strong flow, the spray can create rainbows in the sunlight and soak the surrounding forest like constant rain. Victoria Falls is not the tallest waterfall in the world, and it is not the widest. But because of its great width and height combined, it creates one of the largest sheets of falling water on Earth. And that is what makes it unforgettable. It feels less like a waterfall and more like a river suddenly vanishing off the edge of the world. This is the kind of place that explains why people search for videos with titles like 25 Greatest Natural Wonders of the World, Travel Video. We are drawn to these landscapes because they make the planet feel alive, powerful, and mysterious again. But not every wonder is carved in rock or built from coral. Some appear only when the sky decides to perform. The Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, are among the most magical sights on Earth. Waves of green, purple, red, and blue can ripple across polar skies like glowing curtains. For centuries, people explained auroras through myth and legend. Today, science gives us an explanation that is just as beautiful. The sun constantly sends charged particles into space. When some of those particles reach Earth, they interact with our planet's magnetic field and collide with atoms and molecules high in the atmosphere. Those collisions release light. Oxygen can create green and red glows. Nitrogen can help produce purples and blues. In other words, an aurora is not just light in the sky. It is evidence that Earth and the Sun are connected by invisible forces stretching across space. It is space weather made visible. And then there is Ha Long Bay in Vietnam, a wonder that feels like a dream slowly rising from the sea. Ha Long Bay and the Cat Ba Archipelago are famous for thousands of limestone islands and islets rising from emerald water. These formations are part of a karst landscape, shaped over long periods by the dissolving power of water on limestone. Some islands stand like towers. Others are covered in green forest. Many are steep, silent, and uninhabited, giving the bay a feeling of ancient stillness. What makes Ha Long Bay so special is the way it blends geology and atmosphere. It is not simply a place you look at. It is a place that seems to slow time down. Mist moves between the limestone pillars. Boats drift through narrow channels. The sea reflects cliffs that were shaped by forces older than memory. And just when it seems all great wonders must take millions of years to form, Parícutin changes the story. In 1943, in the Mexican state of Michoacán, a volcano began to emerge from a cornfield. Local farmer Dionisio Pulido witnessed the ground crack open, smoke rise, and ash begin to fall. What started as a strange rupture in farmland grew into a cinder cone volcano. Parícutin erupted from 1943 to 1952 giving scientists a rare chance to observe a volcano's life cycle from birth. Villages were buried by lava and ash, and the landscape was transformed in less than a decade. Most natural wonders feel ancient. Parícutin feels like Earth caught in the act of creating itself. It reminds us that our planet is not finished. It is still building, breaking, lifting, flooding, freezing, and burning. Mountains rise, reefs grow, rivers carve, volcanoes awaken, the sky glows, the sea sculpts stone. The natural wonders of the world are not just destinations on a map. They are proof that Earth is a living system of motion and time. And maybe that is why they move us so deeply. When we stand before the Grand Canyon, we feel small in the best possible way. When we imagine the Great Barrier Reef, we remember how much life can exist beyond our sight. When we look at Everest, we feel the pull of human courage. When Victoria Falls roars, we hear the raw power of water. When auroras shimmer above the poles, we see the sun touching Earth. When Halong Bay rises from the sea, we feel the patience of stone. And when Parícutin erupts from a field, we realize that wonder can begin anywhere, even beneath ordinary ground. These places ask something from us. Not fear, not conquest, not even travel. They ask us to pay attention. Because the world is still full of miracles, but many of them are fragile. Some are changing faster than they should. Some may look different in the lifetime of people watching this video today. To protect wonder, we first have to notice it. And once we do, the Earth becomes more than a planet we live on. It becomes a story we belong to. If this journey reminded you how extraordinary our world really is, like the video, subscribe, and keep exploring with Verscope.